pending execution. Now I'd like to introduce Chief Select.
You've got some help here with you. Behind you. Tell me about this your death here.
This is my family that you see behind me.
Johnny,
he didn't have to be here. He comes here to help me, to lend his voice to this cause. He was a huge part of what saved my life. When I was still on death row here in Arkansas, he was one of the people who came here, made a stand to save my life, and now he's back again to try to help do the same thing with other people. And we were kind of joking around whenever we were coming here, in a way it's sort of like he's the patron saint of death row. And Lori worked on my case for almost the entire time I was in prison. There were times when we couldn't even afford to pay our lawyers anymore. She would take out personal loans to pay legal fees. Cabby Peck, she was the foundation of all of the Arkansas support we had. Every time there was a rally, every time anything was going on to raise awareness, she was the one who was front and center doing all that. My friend Dave, he's with me constantly in New York. He's kind of like a security blanket for me, I guess. I couldn't do this without people that I love and people that love me being around me. This would have just been too hard. So it's like everybody, not just me, everybody with me put their lives on hold to come here and do this today in hopes of maybe making the politicians in charge of this thing change their course of action.
How tough is it for you when those planes descend, getting off that plane coming back?
By that point, I had almost gotten used to it a little bit. The worst for me was probably the night before. I slept maybe an hour in 2 days, just because every time I would start to go to sleep, I would think about what was happening. I would start having a panic attack. I feel like I was having a heart attack, gasping to catch my breath. Just realizing that I'm about to come back here where they tried to kill me. It was pretty psychologically, emotionally, and physically exhausting.
Have you spoken with Don Davis recently via letter, phone, anything?
No, we haven't had any contact whatsoever since I've left prison. This was one of those places. The day I walked out of prison, I told three people in the entire prison knew I was leaving. Don Davis and Marcel Williams, who were both about to be executed, and Father Jack Harris, who was a priest from the Catholic Church. We were sitting in a room together having church whenever I told Don, he said, "I'm leaving." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm going home." His eyes got huge. He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "They're on their way to get me right now. I'm going to the courthouse. I'm going home." And the last thing Don Davis said to me was, "Don't ever come back here. Don't ever look back. Just move on, try to make a life for yourself. Forget about this place." That was the last thing he said.
What would you say to him now?
Just stay strong, I guess, and honestly don't know. What do you say to somebody who's about to die? Just that you're not alone. These people behind me that you see, they're not just here for me, they're here for you too. And we're doing our best to change this course of action, so don't lose hope, don't lose faith.